Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we're actually heading over to where Nick is chilling right now, waiting for us since we didn't actually follow him out of the vault. Last time we finished up with Strong. What's down here? Frost bar, sure. And we we got Darla to turn on Skinny Malone. And I think this
Look
is
at that
the
Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie. She sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about tracking down a murderer and how he took your son. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
Alright. Now, there isn't a chance to, like, have him follow you yet. We do believe this next part that we do will do that. We'll let him become an actual companion.
You read that article? In Public Occurrence?
Oh, yeah, so we leveled up at the end of the last part, too, and I didn't show it, but I did get the robotics expert perk. I was looking through, there's a lot of really good, but, like, not necessary perks to get, so I figured I'd go with robotics expert because to get like the best robot parts to build, you do need to max that out. So I figured I'd start with that.
It's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Hey, happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya?
Yep.
Here. I know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. What else can you tell me?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. The discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
I don't think so.
No. They never said their names.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Maybe it's another kidnapped kid.
Yeah, either that or he's got a son of his own. Not a comforting thought in any case. Both of them vanished a while ago. Haven't been heard or seen since. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
Alright. So we're gonna do this quest with Nick first, obviously.
Hey, Valentine.
Come on. Kellogg's house ain't far.
And then we will do both the detective case files, mainly because we've actually already finished one of them, which I didn't realize was one. And the other one also takes place entirely within Diamond City, so it shouldn't take us too long to do it either. But yeah, doing this particular quest will unlock Nick as a companion.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. But 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The M.O. is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
I mean, it was an empty vault, and it was one woman that they had to deal with. I feel like a lot of mercenaries could have pulled that off. Or, you know, if you were playing as a female character, it's one man to deal with. Either way, it's one person.
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open.
You can... I do believe Nick can lockpick as well as hack, but I do believe that he can hack, or maybe he can't even hack. Maybe he can hack and
Why don't
lockpick,
you give it a try?
but he can't do master on either. No, I'm
Nick.
not going to bother.
Door's locked tight. Why don't you give it a shot? We can't get through that door. No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Okay. So we're gonna do it this way because apparently you can get some affinity with Nick by doing it this way. Obviously, we have the perk. We could just pick the lock. It's a master lock, but at the same time, doing it this way is just as easy, if just a little more time consuming because we have to go up here. But yeah, I don't quite get how we get affinity with Nick because he's gonna stay at the house, which means he's nowhere near us. And Piper's up here for some reason.
Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? He's afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain air-headed blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Trying to find out why the mayor happens to be meeting with the same suspicious-looking courier every other week. Not from any settlement I've ever heard of. And not from a caravan. Always in and out before anyone has a chance to talk to him. An errand boy from the Institute, maybe. After this article comes out, that's what everyone's gonna be asking.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
Come on. Can't you help me yourself?
And if I could, why should I?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
Well, you do seem like a sweet guy. All right. I'm just going to leave this key on my desk and forget I put it there. Your son's lucky he has a father like you. I hope you find him.
Okay, well, it said Piper like that. But, you know, obviously it had nothing to do with Nick. Maybe when we get back? I don't know. The thing I was looking at, maybe they just screwed up and marked it wrong, because I didn't think that Nick would have an opinion on it. I didn't really think Piper would have an opinion on it either, but, you know, she is close by, and you can have her following you as a companion when you do this quest, so, I mean, that does make sense, but I'm not 100%, but I was kind of doubtful that Nick would actually have a reaction to that. Good God, it's so dark over here. You know, you would think with these giant lights that the stands and that would be brighter, although I guess the lights are generally focused on the field and not the stands, but you know.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honor.
Well, I have to do the honors. I'm the one with the key.
Kellogg must have left something behind.
Yeah, I think he left a bunch of, no, that's not it. Oh, right, it's not beer anyways.
Place seems small to you?
Cigars.
Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
I don't know why he would think big, I mean. Oops.
Well,
No, now I have a hammer.
that's one way to hide a room.
Oh, wow, that opened up really quick and quiet. Because, yeah, he has the San Francisco
Gwinnett
Sun.
Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
Purified water. 44 rounds. Plasma grenade. And that's better. Good cherry.
What's with the hard look? Say something.
Well, I mean, this seems like rather weird room. I mean, it's just a chair pointing to the secret exit.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Well, let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
Alright. So now, despite what he said about going and getting dog meat, I do believe that as soon as we leave, for whatever reason, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, dog meat's right here. Now, I know the reason, and we're going to do this just to get to the location, and we've already been to the location anyway.
Got something, boy?
So yeah, we'll do this part of this quest, but we're not actually going to go into the building that Dogmeat brings us to, because that once we actually do this quest, when the Brotherhood shows up, and I'm still not sure that I want them to show up yet, because as it stands, as long as they're not here, I shouldn't be able to piss them off by doing the railroad stuff. So I kind of want to put it off until I've done more, at the very least, more of the railroad stuff. Because if it gets to a point where it's like, oh, I have no more railroad missions, well. But I'm also not entirely sure that I can piss them off until I advance further into the main. Because, like, there's a part during the main quest where you have to build a thing at a settlement. And if you want to do it with the railroad, you have to build it at whatever location you have marked as Mercer Safe House, I do believe. Or Randolph Safe House, whatever one that is. Whatever one you get. I think it's Mercer. If you want to do it with the Minutemen, you just build it at basically any settlement that isn't with one of the other ones. And if you want to do it as the Brotherhood, you have to build it at the Boston Airport.
Kellogg must have stopped here. Search around, see if we can pick up the trail.
San Francisco Sunlights.
Dogmeat find something?
Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Now, I'm perfectly fine with finding something in the house that gives Dogmeat the scent. Dogmeat actually going to find somebody using that scent, though, is unlikely, to say the least. Like, considering everything that happens in the Commonwealth, you're telling me that nothing occurred between, oh, Mole Rat Broodmother. You know what? Will this work on me? Yeah, well, wow, there's a lot of broodmothers. You would think that you wouldn't get a bunch of broodmothers. You'd think that the broodmother would be like a one and done thing. Fucking mole rats. Wow, look at how bloody the sword is. Yes, I never really use melee weapons, so I mean, I didn't really realize that they would actually get dirty. I wonder, does Wayne Wayne taking them back out, clean them off? It sure does. Now, like I said, he is taking us to a location that we've been before. He's taken us a very roundabout route to get there, but... And to be fair, I'm not even sure if you need to do this with him. Or if you can just skip it and just go to the location and do it. Because I know before you do this, that quest.
Stops. Keep your eyes open.
Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this.
Something?
What do you think, boy? Enough to go on?
Just when I thought we were getting along.
Another fucking dog. Another fucking enemy. Where the hell did the dog go? There he is. But yeah, so like following him by the smell of the cigars, I mean, The bloody bandages, we have no reason to think that the bloody bandages are Kellogg's. I mean... And, I can't remember, did they say how long Kellogg hadn't been... Or, like, when Kellogg left Diamond City? I don't remember. Let's see, how close are we? Oh, God, we're so far away. Because, yeah, we are heading back to Fort Hagen. Like, that's where Kellogg's hiding out. But unfortunately, it is a very roundabout route to get there. Oh wow, it exploded. Alright. Bloody mess perk, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, just gone. Hey, is this our... This is not our settlement. No, this is random way station. I think we've been here, though. Have we not? No, we have not. It's not even a marked location. We are rather close to the vault. Yeah, are you coming all the way down, dog, or is it clear I'm looking for somewhere else? I am glad that we got the armor on him before we did this. Nick, how did you get down here before we did this quest, though? I think there's actually a
decoy, huh? Clever.
Why wouldn't it let me disarm that? No, just inspect. Why disarm the rapidly beeping thing? Another Gwinnett Stout bottle. In all honesty, I kind of... This part of the quest, when you do it the first time, is really cool. But pretty much every time you want to do the main quest line in this game, which honestly isn't very often. But I mean, if you want the Brotherhood to show up, you kind of have to do this part. Anyway,
You're playing with the wrong synth.
It's very annoying.
What's that?
Does that one have a name? No, it's just a stalker. Oh, fuck.
That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
It still shows that there's somebody alive over here and hostile to me. There it is. Oh, yeah. I feel like there was some delayed audio there, because I heard like the growling and then the dog like got hit, but Ghoul was already dead, so. I will say I do appreciate that the path that Dogmeat takes you to doesn't activate any other locations.
Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution. Attention, assailant.
What have we here?
Lower your weapons immediately. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Oh, what now?
They won't be bothering anybody now.
Anyway. Oh, I didn't get to actually do the fucking conversation with it. Stupid super mutants. Or dog meat, whichever one. Oh no, he is coming back.
What have we here?
Error.
There we
System
go.
corrupt.
Just need
I
dog meat
can't
to be
feel
closer.
my legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
We're still on track. Hopefully he's not much further.
Alright. Come on, dog meat. Oh, cat, Molotov. This should be the... Yeah, that's the suicider. Are we getting close? I think so. Let's see, where are we at? Oh god, we're still so far away. Yeah, like I said, this part of the quest, very cool the first time you do it, but every time after that, it's just like, oh god, just let me go to Fort Hagen. And like I said, I may be able to, like, if I just fast traveled there, I may skip all this, but obviously for the Let's Play, I don't want to, but yeah. Any playthrough where you want at the very least, want the Brotherhood to show up, which I imagine most people, or most playthroughs, people would like the Brotherhood to show up because it is a big faction and a lot of quests. Even if you don't plan on finishing the main quest or joining the Brotherhood, just having them there opens up a lot of
We're getting close.
What do you think, boy? Was this our man?
a lot of like a lot more missions and that, and some more random encounters as well. Like, are we gonna activate this fucking location? Where am I? Oh, there's a log there. I'm just trying to stay away from the yeah, that's what I thought. Just trying to stay away from the hospital or whatever it is that's there.
Go. I think that's the last of them.
I'm still not like the VATS on automatic weapons. I'm still not 100% sure how it works, because like obviously for this you get for this gun you fire a 3-round burst, and you have your percentage to hit, but I don't know if that percentage is like for each bullet to hit or just in general.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
There you go, and now the dog is back to being available as a companion.
Don't worry, dog meat.
Alright. So now with that, we're no longer going to be doing the main quest, at least for a while. Because like I said, when I decide to get the Brotherhood involved is when we'll do the main quest. So we'll head back to Diamond City. I want to see how long that took. Okay. We'll do, like I said, we should be able to knock out both of the detective cases.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh?
Yeah. And the Far From Home, that's the Far Harbor DLC. So we're not going to worry about that either. Alright, should be under miscellaneous. Check the detective cases.
Good for you. Nick is good people. You know what I mean.
Yeah. So Nick being a synth, but being an obvious synth, like not hidden or anything. People actually
Glad
like
you're
him.
here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
I'm a little busy right now, Ellie.
Oh, all right. What?
Yeah, we're not going to go through that. So here's the Earl Sterling case file. Disappearance. Client Vadim Bobrov. Another disappearing act to unravel Earl Sterling, 25-year-old bartender at the Dugout Inn. One of the owners, Vadim Bobrov, noticed that Earl hadn't been into work for a few days.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just
What's
up
that?
and disappeared.
Oh, there's a
one
Robco
day.
Fun in here. Includes a Zeta Invaders holotape.
No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's case to bed for a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure. Someone would have to notice you're alive first.
And Earl didn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes of passion. So what's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
I guess we'll just have to see.
Ellie?
Ready for that new case?
No.
I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, all right. Ready for that new case?
No, you can put the gun away. I want to talk to. Okay, let's leave. I also got a holotape, but I do believe that that's the Gilded Grasshopper that
Heads
we
up.
already did.
I'm all. Go ahead.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have the Disappearing Act. But what the other? Okay, so yeah, we need to go. Okay, actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's go into here, miscellaneous, and find that case file again, because I think there was more. Actually, under miscellaneous. Here it is. Yeah, there is more. Security was called in, no investigation, of course. The Institute took him as the unofficial word about town, like always. Vadim came into my office, half drunk, with a sob story about he and Earl went way back, and that he just can't believe that Earl would get snatched up by the boogeyman. My gut says he's right. Earl didn't have any enemies, at least none with motive enough to kill the guy, not living with anyone either, so I'll have to see if Vadim or someone else at the Dugout has his keys. I'd rather not have to explain to security while I was picking the lock on Earl's door if I slip up and get caught in the act. And then what was the other one? Start with an M, I think. Marty Goldfinch or something? Bullfinch.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall?
You keep that
Turns out it's
freak
got a
at
note
arm's
in it.
length. You understand me?
Written by
Got a
son
minute?
of one,
Drinks
Sheriff
on me.
Brown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get
Quit
the team back
stalling.
together, you let me know.
What do you want?
I prefer the direct approach anyway.
The fuck
I'm in
is
town
this?
looking for Henry Cook. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, why are you looking for him?
Fair question. He's my father. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I came to town to check up on him.
Sorry. I barely know the guy.
If you say so, I'll probably see you around town. Bye.
Okay, don't know what that was about, but anyway. Check into that after.
No one knew Earl better than these folks.
Henry
But
won't
ask
let me in the
around,
tap
see what
house
people
anymore.
know.
So here I am.
Good to see returning customers. Most die. You let me know if you need a drink.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in china shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Anyway, you look like you need a drink.
Gonna pass.
Ah, come on.
Hmm. Oh, so Colette is shows up after we do Diamond City Blues.
Nick?
How's it going?
Hmm. Okay. So now that we've met Colette, apparently a week from now, when we come back to Diamond City, she'll talk to us again. But yeah, depending on, because Mr. Cook there
I'm not looking for a conversation right now.
The wall's sure looking good.
was
Guess Abbott found some more paint.
was
Yeah.
part of that
Running
Diamond
into
City
trouble,
Blues
didn't
quest,
you?
and
I'll start in here.
I don't remember
Why
how
don't
it
you
went.
check
It was
out
too
the
long
living
ago.
room? Must be some hint where that boy ran off to. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snatch job somewhere between 0 and none. Just think about it. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender? Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares enough that some weird behavior wouldn't make anyone bat an eyelash.
Yeah, but you know, having somebody who
Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points in the last person you'd ever suspect category. But why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely get you a drink by closing on a busy night. So where does that leave us? No known enemies. Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so likely not raiders or mutants. No, this all screams accident. Now, what was Earl into that might have gotten him in this kind of trouble?
I don't know. I'm not actually finding anything. I know that there's something in here that.
Hello. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
Oh, what's over here? Surgery receipt. Mega Surgery Center. Dr. Crocker, resident surgeon. Facial reconstruction. Procedure to be performed upon clearance of final installment payment. All right.
Sounds like a receipt from the Mega Surgery Center, huh? Well, I wonder what the good doctors have to say about that.
Let's go find out, shall we? So yeah, this quest I don't
Geiger counter doing
think
cartwheels too?
Whatever it is, leave me.
I don't think you can do any
Don't worry.
part of this quest. You might be able to like break into his house or something before you read the case file, but obviously you can't do the majority of the quest beforehand. Unlike the Gilded Grasshopper, which you can completely
Doctor?
do beforehand.
Let's get you examined right away. Time is not on the side of the surgeon.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Don't have any.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
You there. We need to talk.
Is there a problem?
The problem is that I've learned that you killed my son Nelson. Is this true?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna Google this guy as well. Before, his name was Malcolm, right? Okay, associated with the Triggermen. Oh, he's also part of the Diamond City Blues. If Nelson was killed in the chem deal during Diamond City Blues. Okay, so if Trish survived. Okay, so we must have saved Trish then. Okay.
I didn't kill Nelson. Whoever told you that was lying.
You are an easy target for anyone trying to shift blame off themselves. If it wasn't you, then who was it? Do you know who killed Nelson?
I want to know who told you it was me.
I heard it from Morosky. Low-life Kim pusher from Good Neighbor. Maybe he has some reason to bring trouble down on you. So, do you know anything about who killed Nelson?
Okay, you know what? Actually, because I should have got, yeah. So he should confront us again. Apparently, I can get some affinity with Nick here. Now, once again, because this has to do with Diamond City Blues,
I ain't your friend, Scaver.
I have absolutely no recollection of what happened. Unfortunately, now we do have to go through all these
We
again.
offer a wide variety of medical treatments.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right.
Damn it, I
Looks
thought
like
there was a
Earl
way to
Sterling
skip
was
through
one of his
dialogue, but there
patients.
doesn't seem to
The
be.
procedure noted here is mundane.
Yeah,
Low-risk cosmetic work.
All this.
Dr. Crocker never performed it, however.
I should have quick
Said
saved
Earl
after.
vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical...
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
Where
Let's
is
just
Doc
go
Crocker?
through all this
Last
again.
time
and
I
then
saw him,
hopefully
he had to get
Malcolm will
something
be
out of the
behind us
surgery
again.
cellar.
Man, the
Probably
Diamond
just had to
City
wash
Blues,
some
or whatever
needles
the hell it
and
was,
move some
really has a
storage
lot of
around. Now,
random
let's
crap
get back to talking
afterwards.
about your medical needs.
No, I need
to get
access
into
to the
cellar,
cellar.
Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a
Missing
missing
person.
Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl.
Yeah, I'm
aren't
talking
you?
about Earl.
You can't honestly think... You know what?
Be weird if I brought you a
It'll
receipt
put
about
the
Earl
matter
and
to
then was
rest.
investigating
Here,
a different missing
go see for
person.
yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be getting the bill.
You there. We need to talk.
Okay, let's quick save now.
What seems to be the problem?
The problem is that I've learned that you killed my son Nelson. Is this true?
Yes, it's true. I killed him.
You
I don't
son
know
of
that
a
I did.
bitch. At least tell me one thing. Why did you do it?
I'm sorry he's dead. Things just got out of hand.
I appreciate that. Nelson, well, I know he was no choir boy. I always hoped he'd get that out of his system and make me proud one day. That's done now. I just...
What?
Who needs a haircut?
Excuse me.
You really are hard to get rid of.
Okay, I feel like there was probably supposed to be more to that. But obviously it,
Self-prescribed Kim.
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
Like, I feel like there was supposed to be a little bit more to that conversation, but the stupid fucking storm.
You've really been a handful, you know. But I...
Doctor.
Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
And let's not do anything rash.
I did it, didn't I? I killed a man. Oh God. There's so much blood. So much blood all over me. I can fix anything.
And he's dead. Because he killed himself. Well,
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. I found out, and then he killed himself. Guess he couldn't handle the guilt.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
What are you gonna do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
So, the doctor did it, huh? Feels like there's a cliche in there somewhere.
The case is solved, at least. He won't hurt anyone ever again.
You're better at this than I thought you'd be. And I already thought you'd be good. Ellie's holding the fee for this one. Ought to go talk to her.
alright. So he doesn't have anything else I need. I already got his house key. So now we can get into the Doc's house, but I don't know if that's... Well, I don't know where it is, and I don't really feel like looking for it.
That man decided to die.
I don't blame myself when somebody else kills themselves. Especially not when they kill themselves because they did
like
something
you got
shitty.
something to say.
Your thoughts?
Always another case?
That was all I had.
Well, all right.
Alright, well...
No loitering.
Let's go talk to Ellie. Hopefully she won't
What, you lost?
try and start Far Harbor on us again, and will just let us turn in this quest.
Ready for that new case?
I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, all right.
Guess we ought to give her the news.
Ms. Perkins.
Ready for that new case?
Oh my god, do I really have to? Fine.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
Okay.
Ellie?
So, you two find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
Goodness. I'm sorry you two had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Alright, so that's the Disappearing Act
Be
complete.
careful when you head over to...
And then the only other, which also gives us a Valentine thing. So yeah, Far From Home is Far Harbor. Reunions is the main game. And technically we actually didn't even finish Diamond City Blues yet. But I mean, it's basically done. And then yeah, there's no more there, so that's good. Alright. So I guess next part, we'll head back over. We got the Mass Bay Medical Center. We won't do the combat zone since we got Nick. So with Nick though, like I said, we still have to get the rest of the Eddie Winter holotapes. So, but they're not marked on the map until after we get the quest from Nick. But we'll play around with Nick. We'll go and do some stuff with him until we get his quest, and then we'll see how many holotapes we need and where they are, and then I'll make a decision whether or not to just run around and grab the rest of his things to do the quest, because I think at the very least we have to go to the South Boston Police Department, but as you can see, it's not that far away. But I don't remember how many more holotapes we have, because while they are numbered, I don't remember if there is one for every, like, if we, like, skip numbers or anything. Because, yeah, we have 0, 2, 5, 6. So even if 6 is as many as there are, we're still missing 1, 3, and 4. So, I mean, that's only 3. Which isn't bad. I mean, especially considering that, like I said, we do have the South Boston Police Station there. Most of these other places are for other quests than that. I think the Mass Bay Medical Center might be for the Mila thing, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no, that's one of these quests. Yeah, the Weather Vane. Yeah, the Mass Bay Medical Center. So that's probably what we'll head towards next time. I don't remember how many things are in between. Are going to be in between us and them, but whoops. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week.